When you are asked what a self fulfilling prophecy is, what do you think is the best way to answer that? Well, let's first talk about what the definition of a prophecy is. The easiest way to describe what a prophecy is that it's a prediction. It's a story that predicts the outcomes of the future or an event. So, what about the other half? What makes a prophecy self fulfilling? Well, we usually describe a self fulfilling prophecy as an expectation that is acted upon, and because it was acted upon, it becomes true. But what does that mean? It doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, let me tell you the story of Oedipus, and hopefully that should help you understand what a self fulfilling prophecy is. To put the story as simple as possible, when Oedipus was born, his father was told of a prophecy that his son will one day set in motion. The prophecy was that Oedipus was supposed to kill his biological father and then marry his mother. Crazy, right? So, to avoid the prophecy, his father left Oedipus to die. But before that could happen, Oedipus was rescued by another family and then eventually adopted into that family. Later in his years, Oedipus found out about his prophecy. The prophecy of killing his father and then marrying his mother. But he loved his family, so he decided to leave, not knowing that it was his adopted family. A few more years go by, and Oedipus gets into a fight with another man. The fight was so drastic that he ended up killing that man. Can you guess who it was? It was his biological father. And then later in his life, even more, he ended up marrying the widow of the man he killed, which was his mother, thus completing the prophecy that was laid out to him. So, how does this crazy story help explain what a self fulfilling prophecy is? Let's look at the definition of a self fulfilling prophecy again. A self fulfilling prophecy is an event that comes true because it was acted upon to try to change the outcome of the prophecy, thus making it become true. The father abandoned his son so the prophecy wouldn't happen, and Oedipus left his adopted family to try not to make the prophecy happen. Those events is what caused the prophecy to actually end up happening. So let's talk about something that happened a little bit more relevant in our world. Around the 1930s, we went through something known as the Great Depression. To sum it up, people were told that the banks were going to run out of money. They were going to lose all their money. They were going to fail. So the people worried. They went to the banks, took all their money out and stashed it away so that they wouldn't lose it when the banks failed. Because of this, they acted upon the prophecy, and that made the prophecy come true. The banks couldn't handle all this money being taken out, so the banks failed, and anyone who didn't take out their money lost all their money, and that's made the prophecy come true. Now let's talk about something a little bit more realistic that people can get their minds behind, or they probably experienced before. Those among you that are in relationships, have you ever told yourself that your friend might be mad at you? You think your spouse is cheating. You just get that bad thought in the back of your head. Well, your partner will pick up on these negative emotions, and this actually changes how they react towards you. They might get mad, they might get sad back at you. This goes on for a while. Bad goes with bad, it gets worse and worse, and eventually someone cheats, someone gets mad, prophecy comes true, and you had no idea it even happened. So with that, I hope I helped explain what a self-fulfilling prophecy is. Have you ever had a self-fulfilling prophecy? What did you do to make it come true? What did you do to try to change the outcome of that? Did you lose control? Did you keep your thoughts, combined? Was it a good prophecy or a bad prophecy? I want you to just sit there and think about it for a second. Thank you.